What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. So today I'm going a bit off script because I'm kind of having like a rant, which I don't want to script because I feel like this feels more genuine. I want to talk about social norms in when you go out, hang out with your friends or whatever, something like that. So as you may guess, I'm an introvert, as just like anyone else that makes YouTube videos and thinks they're funnier than they actually are. I'm an introvert and I don't like going outside much. And every time I do go outside, it's with a limited number of people, alright? I don't like big social events, I don't like partying, I don't like knowing all that, like rumors, sharing gossips and all that. I stay the fuck away from it, alright? I'm just sitting in my room, playing video games, making YouTube videos, doing my own thing. I don't like going out. That's the point. I'm an introvert. But there's like when I do go out with my friends who are more extroverted than I am, it drives me crazy what I like pick up and what I just get frustrated about. So the first thing is fake hospitality. Now I'm sure whenever you have guests and you like ask them, do you want like coffee, maybe drink like water, juice, we got soda, just being a nice, hospitable housemaker, I guess. It's a nice gesture. Like you should offer people something to drink, but the point is it's a nice gesture. But then when your guest says no, you should okay. What I hate is when people don't understand the meaning of no, I'm fine. I would be out hanging with my friends at their house and they ask me like, oh, do you want something eat, to drink, maybe a coffee, and be like, no, I'm fine, I'm not thirsty and hungry. And they're like, no, you have to take it, I know you want to. Like, dude, if I wanted to, I would. I do not want to. Like, don't don't force hospitality. It just comes across and disingenuine, and it makes you seem like you're not actually hospitable. You just want to seem better than you actually are. TLDR, hospitality has its limits. It's a nice gesture, but that's all it is. Don't force people to eat or drink stuff if they don't want to. Just ask them once. If they refuse, be like, okay, if you want later, just tell me. That's how you do it. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna talk about is mentioning people that you have no idea who they are. Remember, I'm an introvert. I don't know a lot of people. I don't make a lot of friends. I'm in my own little bubble. I do like hang out with people, but I'm in a small bubble. I'm isolated from like the going out and all that. And when I would be hanging out with my extroverted friends, they would be like mentioning people that I never heard about. They're like, oh, Jerry? No, who the fuck is Jerry? Jerry, he did that thing and we went to the fucking drive and some shit. Like, okay, I never heard of that Jerry. And then, like, a day later, they'd be like, oh, you know that Tom? Who the fuck is Tom? Oh, that's Tom. I don't know who Tom is. Like, how do you know so many people? Like, in a single conversation, they would drop like 5 names, and I would have to remember them from previous conversations, or I would just have to assume that they're just new people. And even that's like, how do you make so many friends? Or how do you know so many people? And what's more, how do you know so many stories about everyone? Like, Candice and Jeremy broke up because Jeremy thought he was a communist soldier. Like, how do you know all that stuff? I'm sorry. I'm not making much sense with these comparisons. I make terrible comparisons. But the point is, how do you know what's happening in people's lives all the fucking time? Like, do you try to find out, or do you just find that by like sheer accident? Like, I do not understand. It's fine knowing something about someone, but I know like maybe 10 people really well, maybe even less. And like I have a Discord server, and that's pretty much my entire friend group. And for the life of me, I do not know what's happening in their lives, like unless they tell me specifically, like, yo, this is happening, which they rarely do. Like, I don't know how people know stuff about other people so much to the point where it's like celebrity gossip bullshit. Next thing I want to talk about is when you tell people that you are not into the all like partying, going out, and like this is not maybe for all introverts, but I do not smoke, I don't drink, my idea of having fun is something that doesn't fucking take off 10 years of my life every time I do it. So I don't do that stuff. I try to be as clean as I can, and I'm not the healthiest person on the planet. Like today, I ate like 2 hamburgers. I'm not the healthiest, like pinnacle of healthiness, but I try not do something like alcohol, drugs, weed, all that bullshit. And then when I would mention it to someone who like does that, which is, I'm not generalizing here, but most of the like people who are extroverted that I know and who go to parties regularly, like drink, and they look forward to getting drunk, and they've smoked weed in the past, which I'm not gonna judge here. I'm not for that, and I do not condone that. But you know, if you do that, it's your thing. I'm not here telling you how you should live. But like when I would tell those people that I don't drink and never gotten drunk, I don't plan to, and that I don't smoke, and that didn't do weed and all that bullshit, and when I tell them that I try to drink as much water instead of like juice, they would look at me like, oh wow, your life must be so boring. Oh man, you're such a fucking boring guy. Wow, you don't fucking get drunk, you don't fucking get high from like the weed and all that shit. Like, yeah, unlike you, I want to live until I'm like 50 years old without any complications. Like, I love not having cancer or anything else that is related to all the things that I just talked about. Like, no thank you. I like having a healthy body. I don't know why it's such a norm to be like go out drinking and stuff, smoking weed. I mean, I guess that's not as much, but you know, still, if you like haven't smoked a cigarette in your entire life, you're like, what the fuck, dude, you're so weird. Like, how do you not, like, you must be so fucking boring. Like, yeah, maybe I am boring, but at least I'll be boring for longer than you'll be fucking alive, I guess. Also, I'm just gonna tie into what I was talking about, like alcohol and all that shit. Some people who are more often than not extroverts, but then again, there are some introverts that are like that. Also, I fucking hate like labeling people extrovert, introvert. I did that so much in this video. It's getting annoying. But the point is, some people just when they like getting drunk, getting high, or whatever, you know, all of the stuff I'm talking about, they go out of their way to make that their entire personality trait. They try to be the guy that gets drunk or the guy that gets high. And I just hate that. I hate when people make one thing their entire personality. Like, I'm an introvert, okay? But I don't like, again, I'm labeling myself, but I don't make my entire personality trait, I don't like going outside, because I will go outside when like my friend asks me, like, oh sure, I'm gonna go outside. I don't make this my entire personality trait. Some people just make their entire being, their entire existence on this earth as the guy who gets drunk slash high slash whatever. There are a lot of things that people make a personality trait about themselves, and that's bad for anything, not just getting drunk. If you make any one thing your personality trait, that is stupid, and you don't understand how humans work. If humans could only have one thing they are good at or that they enjoy, we would be fucking, I don't know, we wouldn't be here. That's the point. We wouldn't be so diverse. We wouldn't have so much things we could do. We will always do only one job and all that. But the point is, people who make drinking their entire personality trait, they're the most annoying people who make something their personality trait. You know why? Because when they get drunk, they are fucking useless. They can't fucking walk. So you have to take care of them. And I'm fine with taking care of my friends, you know? I'm not here against fun. I realize that, you know, getting drunk, you're tipsy and somebody has to like carry you. But some people would without fail, every time there's a party, they would get drunk as a fucking animal, and then they would pass out, so other people would have to take care of them. Like, that's the problem. Like, they're getting drunk and at the expense of other people. That's why personality trait of the guy who always gets drunk is fucking annoying to me, because it affects other people. That's why I hate it so much. To conclude this entire video, I just wanted to say, it's fine being either way, okay? It's fine being more, I'm not gonna say those labels again, but it's fine being more indoorsy and outdoorsy. Both of that is fine. I respect you for who you are, not because of introvert, extrovert, but because of the actual person you are. You can be a good person introvert, you can be a bad person introvert. Those things do not describe what kind of person you are, okay? You can be a good person on both sides. They're not important. Who cares? I'm just saying, as a guy who likes to stay indoors, I see some problems with going outdoors and maybe facing people outdoors. Now, again, nothing I said was like dramatic. I exaggerated. Obviously, I was using ghoulish overkill. I'm a liar. I am a fraud. I just wanted to accentuate my problems with facing people who are open and about. Alright? So yeah, some things annoy me, some things annoy other people that I do. We can't fix anything about it. We can't do anything about it. It's just how we are, okay? Great. If you are extrovert, great. I don't care. It's fine. You don't have to feel excluded. If you're an introvert, still okay. You don't have to feel special because I was talking about anti-extrovert stuff in this video. Both things are fine. I just, as a guy who likes staying indoors, am sharing something that happens when I'm outdoors, which is bad. That's why I'm not going outdoors ever again, because grass is something I do not support.